Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to something a little bit different here. This is, first of all, a game that's never been shown on this channel. It is Race Room Racing Experience. Free-to-play game with plenty of fun content. And after this has been added to LFM, a third-party matchmaking, we actually decided to boot it up again. This time around we are driving Sven's favorite car. Or, well, at least from his favorite era. It's the 1992 Mercedes-Benz 190e DTM car. Bernd Schneider used to drive this back in the day. And in the combination with the green helm, this is obviously quite a track here. And what we're just going to do is just drive a lap around and show you how the motion rig works up close. That's the main goal of this video. As you can see here, the Nuerburgring is obviously a quite twisty, scary and bumpy track at times. And we'll see that eventually, especially when we get into corners like the carousel, right? So it's going to be a fun one. As for now, let's just enjoy the road here. Well, this is going to be quite a rough start already here, obviously. Katzenbach has now been passed, and now we need to go to the last couple corner. Ohagen coming up before we drive straight on. But for now, first the right-hander, left-hander, then we're here to go. And just listen to the sound of this car. Now, this game is actually free to play if you want to try this out, but it's very limited content that you can drive there. But yeah, now we can actually do open lobbies of this stuff too. There is already, you can see the car kind of getting lifted up there at Vlugplaats. As you make your way over to the faster section of the circuit, at least the first faster section of the circuit. Obviously, this track is quite long, right? And depending on the variation that you drive, can be over 25 kilometers. This is obviously, you know, the tourist layout, so it doesn't have the GP circuit, which is the longest layout that you could have, 25.38 kilometers. We made our way past Schwedenkreuz at quite the speed right there, I have to say. With Arenberg, we go our way down now, making our way over to, I don't know, we're forcing just a second here. The green hell, obviously an iconic circuit for both modern and historic racing, right? I must say, it's just such a stunning combo. And just look at how that movement platform also comes around. Now you need to slow down quite a bit for this left-hander. It is quite the tricky turn. If you nail it, you can pretty easily continue there, but it's always scary. Looks like he's managed now. And now it is just a very long straight ahead here. Now, this is just going to be one lap to demonstrate how the motion rig works up close. You can see, you know, this in combination with a belt tensioner. It's quite the setup. It's really cool to see how something like this works, and it just shakes you around like a madman. Right, then it's coming up a little bit of understeer. And then immediately the snap of oversteer. A good reaction though to keep the car going in the right place for now. There, need to make sure you hit the brake. This turn is quite fast and you're able to. You just make sure you take the outside line as much as you can. That you can just go flat out. Or needing to go back to second, or in some cars even first gear. Then continue your way again down the hill. Obviously, this track is definitely one that is on every motorsports fan bucket list. It's one that I plan on visiting later this year for the first time. For the Nuerburgring Langstrecken series, the NLS. Even some YouTubers have driven before in their M4 GT4. Jimmy Broadbent, for example. Unfortunately, that's not an option for us yet, but it's still cool. Being able to hop in the sim, check out this iconic green helm. This turn gets a little bit tighter, so you need to be a little bit more towards the ice, and because then it tightens up, then you can go all the way on the throttle. And now you find yourself on a very long straight here. So we're now going to be going all the way from Bergberg to Kesselchen. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And then you get into this left-hander here. Close to Tile corner. And all the way through. Very, very long. It's just all flat out here till you get to the left-hander. We are now pretty close to halfway through the circuit here, making our way over to the first carousel. Obviously, that's where you really got to brake hard, and that's where I also want you to pay some extra attention to the car and, well, especially the motion rig behavior here. As you kind of just jump your way in, look at how much it just bumps you around. Everything is shaking at that point. Eventually you can push all the way again. Coming into this turn, which is quite tight. Coming up next to managing fine. Don't go off there. Almost over the limit. Keep pushing all the way through. Doesn't matter. Now you come into it again, a faster section. Right-hander coming up, then a straight and then another right-hander. This might be quite familiar for all of you guys, as you should know what point we're getting to pretty soon. Left-hander coming up here, and then once again 2 right-handers. They push quite hard on this. And yeah, this might just be the most iconic corner of them all, mainly thanks to YouTube. Hence people call this YouTube corner. And we almost have the oversteer. Yeah, it's a place where a lot of drivers go off at times. And well, we were almost included into that, but just about managing to survive. Yeah, it is just scary, right? Eventually able to continue. Now we see we get to Hedwig's now all the way through, pushing straight on, and it's just about going as fast as you humanly could here. Obviously, you cut off the time as soon as you get to the bridge on the tourist layout. Well, I think nowadays it's actually forbidden to even measure time to begin with. Also, an update they did was making sure you can't have cars and motorbikes on the same track anymore, because it was considered too dangerous. Couple more corners here. No, and then we're basically there. Garden at this point. We have also gotten rid of the ice curve, and now the only thing left to do is the Kleines Carousel. There it is. Managing it nicely. So next up are the last 2 corners here. So obviously if you like this kind of different content, make sure to let us know. Be very much appreciated. And here we go then. Last right-hander coming up. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If so, please leave a like. Let us know if you would like to see more of this. My name is Ricky. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys later. Bye bye.